ritualizing. It's on making something part of a routine and putting something as an unshakable thing in your schedule and a habit. But we need to understand how habits work, okay? And I want you to deconstruct current habits that you have, whether they're helpful or harmful, right? Whether they serve you or don't, whether they're helpful or not helpful, versus good or bad, okay? So I want you to look at a habit that you currently have. I'm going to use flossing as my habit, right? So you're going to deconstruct this. You have a cue, a routine, and a reward with all the habits that you're engaged in. And as part of that, there's some story that you're telling yourself, okay? So for me, when it comes to this idea of flossing, the cue is it's time for bed. That cue for me is actually a scheduling thing. So it might be 8:45 to 9:15, somewhere in there, and it's time for bed, right? So I'm going to make sure that I floss. So then that's the habit. I go and I go into the bathroom and I engage in flossing. So we've got the cue is the time, we've got the behavior is the actual flossing, and what's the reward? I'm a person who cares about her dental, her oral hygiene, right? My hygienist will be proud of me and she'll give me an atta girl. I want to keep my teeth and keep healthy gums. Like, those are all the things that run through my head. There's like this celebratory thing that goes on because of the story that I tell myself. I also tell myself as part of the whole system, so not part of the reward, and the whole system is not flossing is not an option. So there's a no choice attitude around flossing. Okay? So there's a no choice. This is a non-negotiable. You floss. And so that's the narrative that I tell myself. Now, an unhelpful habit loop could be cue, it's 5 o'clock. Habit could be grab something sweet and gooey, and then the reward is that you feel relaxed. And the narrative could be, I've had a hard day and I deserve to take care of myself. Do you see how that habit loop worked? And that's a lot of times what we struggle with when we're trying to improve our health, right? A helpful habit loop could be leaving your sneakers out so that you see them in the morning. And then the habit could be running. The behavior could then be running. The routine is running. The reward is feeling accomplished, feeling clear-headed, feeling stress-free, right? And so then what could the thinking be? I need to run to take care of my health. I need to run to take care of my goals. I need to run because it makes me feel better. You look at what you're telling yourself. So big picture, you have the habit loop. Then you have a cue, you have your routine, you have your reward, and then you have the story that you're telling yourself kind of within that.